Hello and welcome to blog post number 17, Parenting a Strong-Willed Child, How to Set Boundaries with the Strike Rule. So we're going to kind of dive deeper into this. I know we already talked about it. Parenting a strong-willed or pragmatic child can feel like walking a tightrope. They often know exactly what they want, test limits, and aren't afraid to push back. But with the right strategies, you can channel their strength into growth instead of conflict. Why boundaries matter and how to hold them. Strong-willed kids need clear boundaries just as much as any child. The difference, they'll challenge those boundaries until they're solid and consistent. Here's a simple script you can try. When a child is mad or dysregulated, I see you're mad. You can be mad, but you cannot hit. Take a breath with me and count to 3. Or channel that Daniel Tiger song, that famous tune if they're little enough.
When you feel so mad that you want to roar, take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My children love that one. But, there's an age thing there. This acknowledges their feelings without allowing unsafe behavior. It teaches emotional regulation, that feeling angry isn't wrong, but acting out is. So I like to say you can feel it, so you can use that feeling as a trigger to use a strategy, but then you have to teach the strategies. You cannot use it as a command to act out. Teaching emotional regulation with personality in mind. When kids get older, you'll want to adapt your language to fit their personality type. For an ENTP like my son, I might say, if you act out now, you'll miss out on things that are important to you, because they have that fear of missing out. For an ESFP, it's crucial to emphasize social consequences. No one will respect you or want to be around you if you keep acting out. Let's work on getting good attention, not bad attention, and you kind of have to discuss what that looks like. ESFPs thrive on connection and sharing, so telling them it doesn't matter what people think won't help. They care deeply about their social standing. The strike rule. 3 strikes, you're out. We've talked about this one. The strike rule is a simple but powerful way to give kids a sense of control while keeping expectations clear and consistent. There is always a consequence when they reach strike 3, and this is where knowing your child's personality type can make all the difference. Different kids respond to consequences in different ways. Some might need a timeout to reset, while others might respond better to firmer consequences. Understanding your child's unique way of processing consequences helps you guide them more effectively. I use this strategy, the 3-strike rule, with all my students and my own children. They know that when they get to strike 3, a negative consequence is coming. Here's a simple example. It's time to put your shoes on. Child says, hold on, and starts to dawdle or complain or do something else. I might say, I see you're feeling a certain way, but it's time to put your shoes on. If they're not on in 1 minute, you'll get a strike. If the shoes still aren't on after a minute, that's strike 1. The consequence after 3 strikes could be anything that you choose as the parent. Less screen time, no dessert, a chore, or something else that fits your family's values and your child's personality, and whatever their motivator is. On the flip side, if they keep strikes under 2, there can be positive consequences and rewards, or sometimes the reward is simply just a calm and happy household instead of a stress and chaotic and yelling one. Then I might say, I'm going to give you 1 more minute before the next strike. If the shoes still aren't on, I get a little firmer. Strike 2, it's time to get your shoes on. If you don't start putting them on by the time I count down from 3, that will be strike 3. I count down slowly. 3, 2. If they start moving, I stop counting and proceed with 2 strikes, but keep things calm and positive. If it reaches strike 3, I follow through with the consequence. And sometimes I even help by putting the shoes on myself to show that follow-through is real. Kids need to learn early that life will require doing things they don't want to do. Tantrums won't get them out of it. Whether it's learning to discipline themselves or receiving gentle guidance, those small moments build important life skills. During calm times, I also remind my kids, you're in control of your behavior. There are things we all have to do, and positive and negative consequences to all of our choices. Then follow through with, if you can keep it under 2 strikes, great. You're making positive decisions. If not, I feel unheard and frustrated. I don't want to yell or be in the red zone. Let's all stay in the green zone. It's a lot more fun and the day goes smoother. It's important to have these conversations when everyone is calm. It's also important for a pragmatic child to have choices whenever possible. Do you want to start your homework now or in 5 minutes? This helps kids feel some control, which is critical for strong-willed personalities. Why this works. Strong-willed and pragmatic kids test boundaries because they want control. When boundaries are clear and consistent, they feel safer and less likely to push back. Consistency is key. The 80-20 rule applies. Most of the time, these strategies will work, but expect some testing and boundary pushing. Hold firm, keep your protocols, and, if it's possible, have someone be the good cop to support you as well as be their friend through the process. Eventually, they'll learn limits without feeling defeated. My final thoughts: building respect and responsibility. Respect and social standing aren't demanded, they're earned. Kids need to experience consequences, work hard mentally and physically, and learn through mistakes. It's time to stop letting video games hijack our kids' brains and futures. Start by setting routines, enforcing boundaries, and filling their love tanks. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference. You can do this, hold strong, offer choices, and connect deeply. More resources on the 16 personalities, child development, classroom management, and even structured literacy can be found at mindchild.net. Don't forget to like and subscribe.